leftovers are brain cake pieces that dropped onto the bakery floor. Old episodes, off the rails episodes, and out of the norm content are wrapped up and refrigerated, but are still just as delicious as ever.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Brain Cake. Jerry's over here giggling at my online YouTube antics, aka just signaling the beginning of this so that way I know when to cut the audio too, because I'm a dipshit.
Oh my lord.
You gotta have key moments, Jim. There's key moments you gotta be watching for.
Yeah, and the beginning is very vital.
Ain't it though?
It's very much is, and as you can tell by that lovely voice and by his lovely face, that is Hambone. I am also accompanied, and I am Jimothy.
Hello, lovelies.
We've passed the moat. We're at Castle Ham.
Yes, we have finally we have jumped off the Zoom train for at least a moment.
Don't you enjoy the moat?
The moat.
I do enjoy the moat.
It
Need to
finally
add some
took place.
crocodiles.
Yes, I did. I added the crocodiles.
Damn.
Especially, we're getting an army started in the backyard. It's great.
Well, have the alligators or crocodiles? Which one is it?
Alligators.
Okay, have the alligators, have they eaten any, like, newspaper boys yet?
No, but the mailman got bit in the ass.
Oh.
We ran the mail boys off years ago. They don't even dare come through here.
Do we even have newspaper boys anymore? Is that even a thing?
I don't think so around here.
It should
I can't.
be.
Well, yeah,
I
because
couldn't
you can
imagine
get
it.
the Herald. They home deliver that. They come by and throw that on your doorstep. Trust me, I know. They
I'm
wouldn't
thinking
quit.
like some boy or girl like on a bicycle. Like
Now
just
that
throwing
I don't
papers.
know. I just know that there's people that drive cars.
Oh,
shit
yeah,
like-
in our area, they would throw them at our doors.
Yeah.
Well, they...
Okay,
Basically,
so
he was
I made a mistake. I signed up for like, it was only supposed to be a month, like a 30-day trial.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to cancel this, you either call the Herald or you email the Herald.
Okay.
Okay, well they're closed most of the time. They're obviously they're a newspaper company. I couldn't get into nobody, especially during these
So I
circumstances.
couldn't fucking reach them.
I couldn't cancel this fucking newspaper. And for the longest time, they would leave newspapers at the door, and I was giving them away to Brock. Because neither of us read a newspaper.
So my theory about the newspaper and the people that sell magazines stuff, like you can't never get a hold of them or contact them. Period. But that's the only way
It's a
to
scheme.
stop it.
Yeah.
It's because they keep getting in Hambone's moat.
Yeah,
That's why you can't get a hold of them. They're all fucking dead.
That explains it.
Did y'all bypass Charles Manson? He's out there in a canoe.
No, I'm sure he's in a different time zone.
That
where
would
it's
be-
past 2 a.m.
He's
bugging
going
the fuck out of
backwards.
somebody.
He's not even going forwards. He's just paddling backwards.
He said, "Why didn't you let me in?
Let me in,
Man. Let me tell you what my rhythm.
His rhythm. He had rhythm.
He did. He oddly had rhythm.
It's the way he talked and projected himself.
Well, he could oddly sing, which is kind of bothersome to me.
Did he?
He's an
He had an
interesting guy.
album, didn't he? Or played guitar.
Yeah, well, he had a few
songs.
songs. I can't recall if he had a full album, but I know he did have a few songs. You can find them on YouTube. Yeah.
I will clarify, we are not glorifying him in any form or fashion.
No, but he's fucking fascinating.
Yeah, he's a very fascinating character.
Things like that seem to just be a fascination.
I mean, like if a man can,
incidents like that.
yeah, if a man has an ability to sing, if he has a charismatic personality about himself to where he can pull people to follow him, that's a fascinating person. It's like, and you manipulate them to the point, allegedly, and you manipulate them to the as in court, in the law of court, he's guilty. So
Right.
you can say he's done it without whatever, but fuck it. He's an interesting character for sure. And some of the weird ass faces that man would make.
Oh yeah, he's known
He
for
just
some
didn't give a
interesting
crap
faces.
anymore. And like the whole thing about it
Well,
was
he
it
grew
stuck
up in
around.
prison and like in juvie and shit.
Yeah.
Most of his life was spent behind bars. Like he's never like his interactions with society are scarce.
He also lived in this state for a little while as a child.
He had family from, I think, like Louisville or something.
I feel like it was Ashland.
Oh.
I think it was over in that region.
That's interesting. Ain't it?
Maybe all that smog over there fucked him up as a child.
Smog, yeah, the cold temples.
Oh my god, the cold temples, the iron.
Jesus.
You know what he blamed the whole thing on, or what they all said it was that song by what was it, the Beatles, the Helter Skelter.
Helter Skelter.
I've listened to that 100 times and I never got it.
It's because you're not a psychopath.
I'm not on drugs. I mean, you don't be on drugs.
Well, see, we have to remember one fundamental thing here: is Manson never actually killed anyone.
No,
he could not.
He was present during some of the murders, but then
I just stole a couple cars and stole a couple things from the convenience stores.
The next house, apparently, they brought him to, and he just walked in and told them like what
to
needed
do.
To be done.
Yeah. He just instructed them. He was the orchestrator of the whole thing.
And according to him, some of what he has said is that it was the one guy's idea. And Manson, seeing that he was losing control of the group, so to assert that control, he has them do the first house. And the other guy didn't like it, so he, according to Manson's side of the story, took him to do the second house.
So you just come on over this way. You didn't like this first kill? Come on.
It's all about love, man.
Love, man.
That ain't love.
Living in the moment.
Living the moment,
you gotta
bro.
live in the now. You gotta let go of the past, man.
Yeah, come on. Let go of the past and grab this fucking knife, bro.
It's in the moment. It doesn't matter
Gut this fool,
what
homie.
happens tomorrow. We're living in the
if you
moment.
had somebody screaming in your ear like that, you're on fucking drugs and you're now away from your parents and stuff. Like,
you're away from your parents.
Isn't that such just
Well, look,
a time in your life? They were young.
One of the kids was like
so manipulative.
a really great student, like really smart and intelligent, and he was a college student and decided to follow Manson. So what type of charisma do you have to like convince someone that's really intelligent?
Have you ever met someone, maybe like a motivator or a teacher or something, that had such charisma about them? Like, man, I want to listen to every word they gotta say.
You just
it's
hang on to every.
Sense to me.
You hang on to every word they say and just let them speak, and you're like, huh.
And you start following that ideal that they have, and you kind of lose yourself in that period.
That's that gift of gab.
Maybe Charles Manson could have been Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson with that much charisma if he had applied it in the right direction.
I think if he would have applied it in the right direction, he could have been president.
Oh no!
The Rock?
No,
Charles Manson.
If he would have,
I don't want to think of that.
Okay,
no, but that's
so
what I'm saying. Like if he had used his power of
or
manipulation,
if it would have been a different time period.
Yeah, if he'd used his powers of manipulation in a different extreme than what he did.
Yeah, he could have been like president.
He could have been. Yeah.
Like charisma like that can take you.
He could have been.
That's
a big movie actor.
That's Barack Obama charisma. Like yes, we can
boy.
change, man.
I swear
yes, we can.
That's some Dwayne Johnson charisma.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Charles Manson. That's the only time you'll ever hear Dwayne Johnson and Charles Manson ever referenced in the same tongue. Yeah. Yep. There you go. There you go. There's not much you can do.
Man, there's some interesting ingredients in this one.
Yes.
Bullshit ingredients.
Some bullshit ingredients. Always comes back to the shit, man.
We got like your granny's house that she smokes in. You know what I mean? We're at that point.
But with a moat.
Well, we got like cake pans and stuff. We're baking this cake, and like she's putting her cigarette ashes out on it. You know, them 100s that don't never.
The Virginia Slims.
Yeah.
Oh, the
it's
Virginia
just falling
Slims.
into the cake batter.
That and the
like
great,
a Cruella DeVille look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You gotta. It's either
always wearing her pearls.
You gotta have a Misty as well.
Yeah.
It can't just be Virginia Slims. You need a pack of Misties.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's like a Misty, but in Virginia Slim form.
Let's just kill people. Is that what's happening? That's what happened.
I mean, we could. There's nothing that technically.
Allegedly. No, Virginia Slims, they've been proven to quite kill people. I will safely go on record and say, I'm sorry, Gunboy, but Marlboro kills people, bro. You can plug them all you want and say, let's have fun smoking them. I mean, like, that's cool, but they're killing people, homie. Come on, man.
What is this, the anti-tobacco commercial?
What would happen?
No, this isn't anti-tobacco.
Go to truth.com.
What would happen to us if we all legitimately quit smoking?
I mean, we would be better off.
Oh my God, the things we could accomplish and the money we could save.
Our chances of developing heart issues would drop dramatically.
Yeah.
Our veins would open up more.
Mm-hmm.
We could smell and taste better.
We'd have bigger boners.
Technically, yes.
Your sex drive, your testosterone will return back to normal.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Make you hornier.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude.
Ain't nothing wrong with being horny.
You're gonna be 30 next month, aren't you?
Yeah, that's usually
Do I have to
when
have a
shit starts
prostate
falling
exam or
off.
something? Is this
No,
what's gonna happen?
no, that's
when
not
you're
coming
50.
yet. That's when you're
Oh.
50. Yeah, you don't
I mean,
have
it's
to
not
worry.
okay. So I'm
ready
gonna
for a
say it's not
butt
bad
hug,
to
man.
actually have one anyway, because I mean, there's always a chance you could develop prostate
That's something you need to
cancer.
get checked when you're asleep anyway.
Yeah, you just gotta come to the sad reality now that when you wake up, you're gonna hurt more.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been doing that for a while.
Oh, I have too, but it significantly ramps up. It says, "Hey man, good morning. You got to pee 10,000 times. Do you pee in the middle of the night yet?"
Oh my God, I got up 4 times the other night. Like
Does that
I don't
happen?
drink anything before I go to sleep because I know it'd be worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you wake up 4 times, like motherfucker.
I had never done that until I was like 29 or 28, dude. I promise you.
It started about a year ago for me.
So there you go, and you're 29 currently, right?
Wow, man.
The
Getting ready
stuff
to
our
bust
parents
around the
never
balls.
told us.
Come join the 30 club, man. Come suffer with us.
Yeah, come be
I've got a
30.
little special thing I think I'm going to do on my birthday. By the way, we need to do something. But I think I'm going to go to the hospital where I was born. And just sit there and just be like, have a cigarette or something like, yep, that happened. I don't know.
Well,
That's what you want to do for your birthday, man? You want us to come with you to the hospital and smoke cigarettes and look at where you was born?
Get half lit or something.
Get lit at the hospital, sure.
I
Let's
thought
do
about
it.
driving by the place or something, or at least be like, well, all right. I
Yeah,
don't
man.
know.
Come on, let's go. Let's all just go barge in the hospital with fucking fifths of liquors in her liquor fifths in her
Man,
hands.
I have such anxiety about hospitals. I can't walk in them.
Well, that's why you got to get drunk and go in.
Oh no.
You'll feel better.
Well, if we get hurt, at least we're we're at a hospital.
Yeah, I mean, like you'll be all right. They'll know you're intoxicated. But they're gonna be like, yeah, it's probably all right. He's just nervous.
I want to do something. I don't know.
Or they'll think you're on Ambien.
Well, I will tell you, the hospital that I was born in no longer delivers babies, so
Well, I was born in the same hospital as you was. I'm not going to disclose that.
it's an interesting predicament, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
considering the distance that we lived apart as children.
Isn't it hot?
It is.
It is hot. It's
Spicy.
like the sun, man.
It's been spicy.
You didn't have to cross a moat to get to it, though.
No, there was no moats involved.
There was actually not even any red lights. Or any traffic lights at all.
Do I know where this is?
Oh, of course you do.
Oh, I think I do.
I mean, you don't even have to second guess it. So don't worry about it. My boy, you and your newspaper hat. Did that come from the fucking alligators that fucking
Haven't y'all
ate those
figured out
newspaper
time
boys?
travel, man? They had the best hats.
Huh?
You know,
Time travel.
The
Yeah.
20s? What'd you do? Go back to the 30s?
I did. That would be my favorite time if I had to
The
guess.
30s? No, man. I want to go back to the 50s. That's when everything was atomic. It had those crazy shapes.
Eh.
Everybody was coming out with a toaster that looked like a fucking A-bomb in their kitchen. Dishwashers
A
were
brand
just
new
coming
car
out.
was only
You
like
could
$2
stand
grand.
there with a
Come on.
strap around your waist and get the fat shook off your body in your living room
Well, that's
while walking a treadmill at the same time.
that's intense. Who needs that?
That is life.
You
and
don't
death.
need that.
I do need, dude.
Look
the
at you.
50s.
Look at you, stick. You don't need
Listen,
it.
I'm not saying that I need to jiggle the fat off of me.
You
on
need
a
to go
treadmill.
running
I'm
each day.
saying it would be an interesting experience to strap into one of them motherfucking things and like,
Just get shook a little.
yeah, get shaking baby syndrome while trying to walk a treadmill.
Dude, you would dwindle down to less than that of a pipsqueak.
I think you would get whiplash. Maybe that's why they
Whiplash, it'd sever your fucking
You know,
spine.
that was back at one point. Refrigerators ran off of gasoline or kerosene.
Strap a bunch of like heads all in one of them like shaker things, get everybody shook.
Like it was a massive machine that sat in your living room.
Ooh, I got a thought for y'all.
The 50s
Just
were
thinking
weird time.
heads shaking. Okay, you know where we're from. Like sometimes they have to get the jackhammer out to dig a grave.
Yeah. Sure.
Think about that for
Yeah.
a minute. On a graveyard, jackhammer.
Mm.
Just let your mind wander.
What we doing?
We're talking heads shaking in caskets, man. Anybody ever really?
You talking like
Rattling
fucking?
bones.
Are you
Literally
talking like
rattling bones?
talking about like people underground, like their skeletons?
Yeah, the
being shook by
vibration through the
jackhammer?
soil from
Because
the
they usually have to
jackhammer.
knock out like 2 to 3 feet of rock. You know, everybody else is already down on that level.
Dude, just grab a big speaker and play some death metal while you're doing it.
Get
Get it? Death
Oh.
metal, graveyard. Come on, let's do it.
Boo.
Play some death.
Death.
Yeah.
Actually, you could. It's very appropriate to play death on the cemetery.
I think it would be.
And you know what? I don't think them people there would say a damn word to you about it.
I guarantee.
They probably just look at you and just stare for a
They
minute.
just fucking lay there. They don't give a fuck, man.
Well, they're dead. They don't give a shit.
No, they don't.
Everybody cares, and so and you got to be respectful toward the dead. But damn, like,
They're fucking dead.
Every time they dig a grave, we go underneath the caskets.
All right, wake the fuck up, you dumb skeleton.
Which they do say we end up pickling, and it usually gets filled with water after about 20 years.
Imagine
so you're just checking a pickle
in that
jar.
vault, yeah, especially if they lock you in one of them vaults, man,
Yeah.
around your casket, which I think is standard nowadays.
Yeah, you got to have
Like
some kind of
reduce
vault.
disease and shit. But that's a strange thing. Like we're locking these dead bodies. So basically, non-living dead can never become a thing.
Do they still encase some caskets in concrete?
Yeah, you can still get in the
that's
above
kinda
ground
my goal.
grave.
I wondered if that was a thing.
I'm just saying, put me in a vat of acid and drain me down the drain because I don't give a shit. It's my dead corpse. I'm not going to be there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't give a shit what you do with me. I'm dead.
Feed me to the wild animals if you want to.
Yeah, you can throw me in a fucking...
I'm not going to care, nor am I going to feel it. Like, at that point, I am non-existent.
Dump my body in a ditch. Face down.
I'm not going to come back and haunt you if that's what you're worried about.
Like, if you think I'm worried about dignity, I'm dead, bro.
Right.
I'm not worried about my pride.
If you want to, twiddle me while I'm laying there on the table. I don't care.
I'd rather you not, like, fuck my corpse, but really, at the end of the day, I don't care because I'm dead.
Right, that's what I'm dead. The corpse don't care.
The corpse don't care.
It gave up.
That sounds like a campaign slogan. The corpse don't care. The corpse don't
Well, it's
care.
true. The corpse don't care what happens to it. Like, fuck it all you want.
There's only human decency. When does it end?
Human decency, whenever you end to be as laid back as a skeleton is,
Yeah.
as a fucking dead
That's
corpse
it.
is.
Oh, there's a skeleton. It's okay if they're in an
There
inappropriate
has to be.
situation.
Sure. How many high schoolers have you seen taking a fucking skeletal display and put its hand on its pelvis?
There ain't nothing wrong with that. It's skeleton. It's dead.
Exactly.
Like-
That's my point.
He has no shame, man.
Yeah, right. It don't matter if he's
Hold
fresh
up,
and
hold
still
up.
has meat on him, or if he's fully decomposed skeleton. It don't matter.
The real skeletons that used to hang up in teachers' classes and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you do something that's offensive, you go to jail. What if the skeleton? That's a human, just not a living one. Why is it not trouble?
I don't know if really moving a skeleton is like defiling a corpse as opposed to like fucking one. I feel like there's a bit difference. Like no one is splooging on the skeletal display.
Actually, I would argue with this, okay? Because a skeleton can't move itself. And you don't know if it wants to be moved or not.
It's like a dick doesn't suck itself, right?
You don't know
You
its
don't know it
gender.
could be haunted. It'd wake up in all kinds of predicaments.
Haunted skeletons.
It'd be like Toy Story.
Spooky
Somebody's
skeleton coming
come
down the
and
hallway.
fall over.
You have begun to be fucked by a phantom.
A phantom.
Or
Yeah.
if you woke up in the middle of the night like your toy
Sucking
skeleton
ghost
was like
dicks
in
all
the
the
fuck
time.
position on you.
Well, I would first of all I would probably grab a shotgun, and I would call the police, and they'd probably think I'm nuts. Be like, yo, there's this doll, this horny skeleton doll is coming after me, and it's trying to fuck me, and I don't know what to do. Please help. And they're like, sir, are you on drugs? Like, no, I'm not. I'm fucking telling you, there's a goddamn skeleton trying to fuck me.
You're on the phone, it's over there twisting his nipples.
A murderous sex doll without skin.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
It's
It's like
not anybody's biggest fear. It's like they start making these sex dolls really realistic.
They really are realistic.
I know, but wait till they're like movement and they're already self-heated.
hey man, there was a sex doll.
They can talk to you.
Do you remember on an old episode of Braincake? I think it was Ventura Twins. I was talking to. I brought up a story of this bodybuilder in Kazakhstan who was in a relationship with this sex doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have an update on that story actually.
Oh, please elaborate.
He proposed. He proposed
Well,
to
it's
her.
about time.
Yeah, and she fucking said, "Yeah, dude."
Well, the government
Did
of
she, though?
Kazakhstan
Yeah.
acknowledged the
Did
marriage.
she?
Huh?
Will the government of Kazakhstan acknowledge the marriage?
I mean, I don't know. If I've been reading it right, this dude is kind of popular in Kazakhstan, so they might bend the fucking
You
law
talking about
for him.
Borat? I mean,
No, it's
No,
not
not
Borat,
Borat.
but I mean, it is the same country.
I
though.
proposed, and then she said the yes.
Outside of
Very nice.
outside of Borat references to this country, this is probably the only story of note that's I think has maybe come out of the country that's been worth kind of looking at. I've been following it because I think it's fucking rad. This dude is like he's jacked to the fucking gills. He could be with anyone he wanted to.
So
anyone
he's like
he
a
desired on
bodybuilder.
this planet. Yeah, he's a legitimate bodybuilder.
Okay.
And like a model type bodybuilder. And he settles down with the love of a sex doll. He takes her out to restaurants. He shows her off. Apparently they argue from time to time, but it's okay because they get past it and shit, you know. Right. But I'm glad they're finally going to tie the goddamn knot.
They actually got married.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, may I see that? Thank you so much. Hambone pulled it up for me because I don't have my phone for reasons. So, yes. I'm trying to look at it here. Yeah, the bodybuilder is Yuri Tolochko of Kazakhstan. His new bride is Margo of an unknown factory. So it's good to know she hails from parts unknown.
You can
factory
find him on
base.
Instagram too.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
I wonder if they'll try to adopt. I shouldn't assume that.
Maybe
they'll
they
have,
should.
They'll have great kids together. I'm hoping.
No,
But
no.
do they
outside the box.
do they adopt from her lineage or his?
If they go as far as to go to a doctor and wonder why she's not getting pregnant, I'm walking out of this country. I'm leaving this planet.
Take me to Mars, Musk.
I would go. Hear that, Musk? I'm signing up.
But I mean, ultimately, personally, I can't say that I care. I mean, the man can marry whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. I'm like, but are we at that point?
Well, from what they say here, he suffers from objectophilia, which that makes sense. Like, it says it's a rare phenomenon, and if I'm understanding, or just if I'm guessing based on the name, I mean it's a sexual attraction to inanimate objects. I mean, of course. I mean, like that's one of those bizarre fetishes.
Like the lady who was in a
what.
relationship with the Berlin Wall.
Yeah, and look, I don't kink shame. I'm just saying, I mean, like in the minority, like really. It's a bizarre fetish if you're looking at a minority versus of an accepted style of fetish.
I'll tell you, if that's what gets you going, if that's you, man, do it. If that's what makes you fucking happy, go for it.
Well,
Right.
I mean,
But like, see, the thing is, it's like a foot fetish. Some people see it as a weird fetish, but it's generally an accepted fetish.
Yeah.
It's generally it's like okay, I mean, like that's
it's
fairly
accepted
normal
enough that people joke about
yeah,
it. all the
exactly.
time.
It's fairly common that you see people that have it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, not super common, but just enough that it's been normalized. But something like being attracted to an inanimate object, or something, say, like omarashi, which is the form of basically holding, not going to the restroom, but you really have to. It's big in Japan. It was many years ago. I don't know if that's still relevant.
That's sexual?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, like, that's a sexual fetish.
Pissing or pooping?
Just having to go to the bathroom. Generally having to pee. That's what it is, like having to pee and you can't go to the restroom and you sitting there squirming and shit and somebody's sitting there going, oh yeah, that's the shit right there. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come so hard if you can't pee.
Had a girlfriend like that.
What? For real?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, wow, I've never heard of this. That's
I'm pulling one from my uncle's hat to see how it fits in.
Why does your uncle have that?
No, he says it all the time. He'll say, I had a girlfriend like that.
Everything he says, like...
No, not to everything. It just...
That'd be
certain
great.
situations.
That would be.
If that was how he responded
Hey, man,
to everything.
Did you get a chance to go to the store? I had a girlfriend like that.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to go to the store?
Hey, what'd the doctor say to you? I had a girlfriend like that.
Why now the doctor? I'm questioning why the doctor crossing these boundaries. I don't like that.
He's getting too deep, man.
He's getting way too deep. He needs to fucking take his finger out. Because I hate it.
Maybe
it hurts.
a witch doctor.
A witch doctor?
Yeah.
He's a twitch doctor in my butt.
Jeremy, you was going to say something. You said I was going to wait till the podcast to talk about it. I can't remember what we was talking about that led up to that.
I have no earthly idea. I don't think I was in the
Elephants
room
and
for this.
rhinos.
Yes.
Huh?
Elfino.
I'm ashamed of you.
What? Jim said I'm ashamed of you.
I'm outright ashamed of you.
I had to, man.
God damn you, sir.
It's perfect.
Elefino, fuck.
Elfino.
Dang it. Dang it.
I'm gonna call the police on you.
All right, do it.
And I'm gonna arrest, and they're gonna frisk you, and it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna. I don't know if it will or not. I can get pretty frisky with some frisking.
Jeremy gets arrested. Come on, motherfucker.
But you'll be handcuffed and your legs will be spread over the hood of a cop car.
That's fine.
No, it's not fine. I mean, like, what if he's trying to hurt you?
Drugs, man.
I don't think he's gonna try to hurt me.
You never know.
You never know, man.
I don't think he's trying to hurt me.
He might pull out his big police wiener.
Well, he just might.
No, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna beat you to death with a baton.
He may actually stand on my throat.
Stand on your throat. God,
Yeah.
that's quiet. That's very BDSM That's Domish, man. That's Domish as hell.
That's what I
Does
expect
he-
with somebody with a nightstick and handcuffs.
Does
I
he
mean,
spit on you too while you're laying there?
Probably.
Okay, Domish Dom.
Why-
Chokes me a
throat-
little bit.
While your throat's resting under the heel of his boot, he's just spitting on you like a whore.
Yeah.
Like it, bitch.
God, like
Every now
that's...
and then he'll take a nightstick and hit my head.
God! Is he trying to give you a
Or my
goddamn
shoulder.
concussion? Your shoulder.
He
That's
puts the glove on and just that loud slap is all you
Because
hear.
you know I'm laying there and I can't get up because he's got his boot on.
it's one of those fisting gloves.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Those looby
Oh, God,
fisty
no.
gloves.
Ooh.
There's
They're
no
already
fisting.
pre-lubed gloves.
I don't know if they're pre-lubed gloves.
That would be a bizarre. What do they do? Come in like a sealed bag?
Sure.
And you like slide your hand in and then like tear the
Yeah,
plastic around?
it's like when you buy fucking
like a condom?
no,
Yeah.
it's like when you buy chicken liver, dude.
Chicken.
It's like, you know, you buy the fucking fish and made like a bag of chicken liver, how it's sealed and all soaky and shit.
Dude,
That's literally all the gloves are like. It's that same kind of feel.
texture.
Yeah, except it's just these black fisty looby gloves.
Fisty looby gloves.
Ew.
I mean, this shouldn't be a commodity that's being
I'm
sold regularly at
I'm not
Walmart.
kink shaming, but fisting is a little bit beyond me, to be honest.
I mean, it's not beyond goatsy.
It's not.
No.
Obviously, it's
Do
not.
not.
but
No.
To me, I never understood the appeal of having someone shove their whole hand inside of you.
A vagina
No.
or an asshole.
Exactly.
Or mouth. Some people don't do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, come on, man. Fuck
Like-
my mouth with your fist.
No.
So
Crunch.
I know the excitement that you used to get as, I don't know if you guys experienced it, but you know, as a young adult, when you would meet up with a young woman and you would be able to interact with her sexually, a lot of the times you had fun with your hands.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that obsession with fisting grows out of that somehow,
Well,
or
I think that
Because
would be
it has to
that's
develop.
an
You-
insertion kind of fetish.
you.
that's
Like,
a
you're
hell of an
into,
escalation.
like, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It usually grows from like 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, 4 finger, and
5 finger
eventually
death
you have-
punch.
Yeah.
But some people are just into just wanting to expand, I guess.
Literally.
Yeah.
They want to expand.
Well, and there's also those giant fucking dildos that I look at and I'm like, Jesus, who?
People
who?
buy those.
Who?
I knew
There's a
man.
market for that.
I knew a man who had owned one of these and fucking used it.
What-
You know him too. I'm not going to reference his
but
name.
God.
But he literally had, if you have ever seen, I mean, this is ham bone, folks. But this is ram bone.
Rambo.
Fucking,
The dildo Rambo.
yeah. This is 18 inches of hard fucking cock. That you're just, I mean, like you
How
have to
round
already,
is this motherfucker?
who, the person? Or,
No,
or
no,
the
the
cock.
cock.
It was quite,
I
I would
imagine
say,
18 is
Are
probably
we
about-
talking smaller than this? Like,
oh, it's no smaller than that. It's
It's about the size of a
little
Powerade
bigger. It's
bottle.
bigger than that.
what?
A little big, it's a little bigger than that. Yeah. For those out there, it's about like there, right there.
A Powerade
All right,
bottle.
do tell the story.
I mean, like, well, that's pretty much the story right there. I mean, like
Yeah, he could take.
he would happily tell you that he was an anal stretcher, and like, I mean, like to each their own. But it's like, really though, that I can't feel the fun in that.
I
No.
question where it developed. Like, how did it develop? Where did
yeah,
it
like you
start?
said, is like it has to stem from somewhere, as a lot of stuff does. I mean, like foot fetishes, shoe fetishes, that shit generally can be traced back to a single point, I would say.
Somebody telling you you're not allowed to have that item or whatever.
Sure.
So you sexualize it.
Yeah, a forbidden fruit, so to speak.
it. Yeah, as a forbidden fruit.
Yeah, you can't have the forbidden fruit you want to bite, so there you go. You want to fuck the fruit now.
Yep.
And that's a good feeling if you can grow into be a weird, depraved adult and embrace that. Right. That's fine.
You know, we kind of hit that on one of the podcasts we did a while back.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be coming out here soon. One of them, we talked about masturbation places and stuff, and it got a little real. Like, there's things where everybody has a different sexuality of things they've liked. You know what I mean? Or
sure.
Things they were intrigued by.
I mean, of course. I mean, I don't think I was a part of that conversation.
No, you wasn't in that.
And I'm sure I'm going to get to hear that back, and I'm going to close my eyes and pretend it's all a wet, bad dream.
A wet, bad dream. A bad, wet dream.
A bad, wet dream. I'm having a wet, bad dream. It was rainy.
Oh,
that one hurt.
What if you got in a rainy bed? Like, just a wet, rainy bed.
I'd be concerned where my roof was.
I find discomfort. I find discomfort with wet covers.
Yes.
Ew.
Like soggy wet covers. To me it's like like you said, it's gross. It's like
somebody put like popcorn crumbs in your bed and then hosed it down. Is that just a hate crime or what?
Hate crime.
Yeah. It's the equivalent of a fucking vicious assault. And I think that's something you could take.
You could take somebody to court for that.
Fuck yeah, you could, and the jury would rule them guilty, and they'd have their head on a pike.
A pike.
Fuck yeah.
What are we? Vlad the Impaler here?
No, we're Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
What was that in?
Well, they smash him with a rock.
That's Piggy.
Well,
they smash Piggy.
They smash him with a rock.
They fuck Piggy
There's
up.
no heads on pikes. They smash him with rocks.
In the movie Oh Brother Wart, though, there was that racist guy that was like, "Is you is or is you ain't?" My constituent's the one that was like part of the KKK, and they like tied him to a post or something, or set him on top of a post and packed him out of there. I want to bring that back.
You want to bring that? Wait, huh?
Wait, hold on.
Like they take like
Clarify.
crazy people out of there or something. Like, I don't know, he started a bunch of racist shit or something like that, and it didn't fly for him or something, and they just hauled his ass out of there.
And you're advocating we bring this man back?
No, I'm advocating we bring back that process of like going. Was that a thing?
Tying people to stakes and
hauling them out of the town or something.
Oh, I thought you were saying we advocate we bring this racist man back.
I advocate that we burn people at the stake. I definitely
sure.
advocate that.
No.
Yes.
Let's crucify people.
No, fuck that. We have to burn them at the stake.
Fridays, as we said in our early episode of Braincake. Fridays, we need it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, sure. How many people can you?
Well, then we have to have Wicked Wednesdays, which is where we have the bonfires.
That's when you drown. Yeah, you put people at stakes and you drown them.
No, you
Witchy Wednesdays.
Witchy Wednesdays.
Wicked Wednesdays.
Dunking people again. Is that what we'll do?
Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah.
Dunking witches.
Yeah, Dunkin' Witches, and you can have some Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, wait, no, it's great. We have to have like this, it has to be a vat of ice cream that's slightly melted that we drop them in. If they float...
That's where we go with
Why
that.
don't we just dump them in kerosene while they're holding a lighter?
Oh,
and
my
just see if that
God.
works?
We can do that too.
If you don't burn, you're good.
No, if you don't burn, you're a witch.
This ain't a spiritual fucking protest. Set myself ablaze.
Well, if you don't burn, you're a witch.
Well,
let's make this commitment. Blood oath right now. We're setting each other on fire.
So, okay, so are you going to put the people out that are on fire that don't die, or are you just waiting for them to die? This seems kind of like playing like Russian roulette with a fucking loaded crossbow, you know? Because you can't win no matter what you do, you're going to die.
If them motherfuckers survive, they're a witch.
But
we have to kill them.
But you got to kill witches with fire, man.
Hey, y'all too much for me.
We got tied in the fucking stake, put up a big fucking pile of wood. Don't you know how to burn a witch?
No, I don't.
She communes with the devil.
I can't say. Should I ask John Hancock how to fucking burn a witch?
Oh, man.
Or John Proctor? Is that his name?
Proctor. Yeah, John Proctor.
John Proctor. Okay, well, fucking John Hancock. I'll ask him too. Fuck.
He might have been a witch.
Ask Benedict Arnold while I'm at it.
Benedict Arnold.
We'll go back.
Cumberbatch.
We'll go back in time. I'll ask George fucking Washington on his deathbed. He's laying there losing all of his blood. Be like, "Hey Georgie, can you speak up for me? Can you speak through that throat?
Jorge.
Hey Jorge, can you speak through that throat infection for me? Hey, speak up, Jorge. Can you tell me what the problem is here?" Yeah, fuck you, Jorge. That's what I'm saying.
Go back in time.
There's not enough wood, man. You add more wood to the fire.
Yeah. How'd you get that infected throat? I don't know. Is it because your wooden fucking teeth?
No, it's from the witches, man.
From the witches. Okay,
They cursed him.
They put a hex on his neck.
Yeah, they did. They put a hex on his neck. They took his voice away.
Neckhexes. You got neckhexes, bro. Man, that's the next evolution of fucking like black magic and voodoo spells.
Neckism.
Is
Voodoo Tuesdays.
Neckism.
Neckhexism.
Neckhexes.
Neckhexes. Neckhexes.
Neckhexes for your exes.
Necklaces.
Babe, let's put on some Neckhexes. Easy enough for me. My God, that's sexy. What do you all think of tarot? Do you all know anything of tarot cards? I'm probably sounding ignorant as fuck to people out there that know what the hell.
I know Miss Cleo, but other than that, no.
Was Miss Cleo about tarot cards?
Yeah, man, you call, she brings you your future and shit.
Tarot mind.
Some of her things wouldn't so, you know what I mean? Like she wouldn't really.
You know what? I'm gonna say something that's real brave.
What's that?
Oh boy.
Are you all ready for this?
I'm ready.
Freedom of speech.
Throw it at
This
me.
is 2020. Mark my words here. I think Miss Cleo. I think she was fibbing.
She may be.
No,
I don't think she. Oh, I know, no shit. I just thought that'd be fun.
Your drunk
But no,
ass
man.
at 3 a.m.'s calling. I promise. Tell me my future. Is she going to come back? We going to get back married again?
Tell
Yeah.
me, will I ever see my dead brother ever again?
You gotta read the cards, Romeo.
Yeah.
Romeo. Oh, Romeo don't want to know what his future holds.
Romeo no.
He was a happy kid once, you know.
Was it?
Romeo.
Yeah, Romeo was a happy boy once, and then he
bitch
happily
trick
killed
you.
himself. Cause...
For a bitch. How does that make any sense?
Oh my God!
How does that make any sense?
No, I mean, like, I kind of...
You died, and I'm going to kill my fucking self, man.
Oh my God.
Well, to be fair, she didn't
Did
actually
she wake
drink
up right at the last ass moment?
She didn't actually drink the poison.
No, it's like Hitler and his girlfriend.
He
you
was
know?
just an idiot.
I want
It's like, no, you do it.
You take the bill first.
No, you do it. You do it. Oh,
No, come on.
you didn't do it. You damn right I didn't do it because I want to see if you'd do it.
How many shots did they hear fired? Just one?
Who?
I hear a lot of shots fired. We
Well,
know.
I mean, the thing about Hitler killing himself, him and
I think
Brown.
it might have been one. I don't know.
I don't think the medicine worked fast enough for him or something is the story, and he just.
Well, to be fair, he was dying at that point anyway.
He had syphilis, didn't he?
He also had a medical condition like Parkinson's, was it, or
Hodginson's or something?
something. He had some kind of weird medical thing too. So
Wasn't he also inbred? Or is that incorrect?
no, but he did date his sister, aunt, cousin.
Okay, so he's just into
First
his
cousin.
family.
So,
it's not that he was born of
We
his...
talking that a German hippie, or a hillbilly, I should say, a German
German
hillbilly.
hill-
Well, technically,
Hillbilly
he wasn't
with a-
from Germany.
No,
with
he
a
wasn't from
mustache.
Germany.
He was from Austria.
Yeah.
Well,
And it
what
made
the
him
hell?
mad. Look, his political affiliations are all over the place, man. Like, he had this content against Austria taking where he lived because he wanted to be German. And then he gets mad at, like, Jews for all this other shit that he just makes up in his head because he's fucking crazy anyway. But he's got the swagger of Obama.
I've never
That's
thought...
another.
And
I've
he convinces people that we can make a change, man. Let me control the party. Make me president, and I will fucking give you the world.
Never-
Because you deserve it.
Never in my existence did I ever think
The
I would
swagger
hear...
of Obama, but the following
He's doing it
of
again.
The cult following of Trump followers.
He's doing it again. I never thought in my life I would hear fucking Swagger and Hitler in the same tongue.
No.
Let alone
Never.
including Obama.
And Trump.
Hitler.
I wouldn't know actually know that last
Yeah,
one
well.
I've heard many times.
But Imagine it. That's what he was, basically. He convinced the party that he was, like, the greatest thing coming.
Mm-hmm.
And which in turn, they did have some socialized stuff that was interesting, like the VW Beetle. The whole idea behind that car was that if you were a family in Germany and you worked hard enough, you got vouchers that eventually you would pay off the car and you would own it. But, of course, it being all corrupt, that it ended up being corrupt. But that's not a bad idea. Think if we did that today, is your family could pay vouchers in, let's say you pay so much of your income tax a year toward a car. And after so many years, you get the newest whatever model of the car you were paying towards. And it's yours. It's brand new, yours. Whatever year you pay it off in, that's your car, brand new. Straight off the lot. So it would make the cost of owning a car easier for the lower of your citizens. Pretty much anybody can own a car at that point, as long as you had a job and could pay income tax. That was kind of the idea in a way. Now, I am generalizing a lot of what actually went on with this, but that was the idea behind the VW Beetle, which is interesting. Germany created the first rockets and launched them against England. That's fucking wild. They were into rockets long before the U.S. or any of the Allies.
Well, a lot of their weapons in World War II, a lot of their prototypes could have very much decimated a lot of shit had they ever followed through with it.
Imagine if Einstein had developed the process of the nuclear bomb at the time that Germany had developed the process of rockets.
Right.
He could have nuked London, and that would have been the end of the Allied.
That would have been everybody been throwing their hands up.
Yeah, I really honestly believe that Germany could have conquered the world had Hitler not been a fucking crazy maniac.
Well, it's strange in what amount of time he took power and started convincing people, the amount of projects they were into. Not only creating an army, they had Cub Scout divisions for the young boys.
And I mean, I don't mean to praise him in any way or glorify him in no way. He is a fucking monster, and the people that followed him were monsters.
I mean, but people can't ignore.
You have to learn from the way that he did things.
You can't ignore history. That's the point.
Right.
It's been whitewashed a lot and not brought up a lot anymore. But
that's why
we didn't even know when we were fighting him. In the war, we didn't know that he had fucking burned the Jews and all that shit until fucking Russia had come across these places, and they didn't realize what it was exactly when they first found it until they got into Poland.
They just started taking over and building camps and everything, man.
Yeah, imagine that. And it was just convincing from a top down, hey, we need to do this because... And he didn't say that they were killing them. We need to relocate them. And because they're a detriment to our society,
What we're getting at, I guess, is we've mentioned two people that was able to take power in some form or way. Just Charles, by their swag or their ability to talk to people. It's to be very careful. It's so sad we have to go through these bad incidents. We have to learn from our history.
You have to realize, imagine if instead of the Holocaust thing, he was actually of sound mind and not that evil. Imagine
and actually enforce some of the policies that he had. Didn't he extensively push for harsher punishments of animal abusers?
Yeah,
and stuff like that, and that wanted to have classes to take care of animals for people to go to.
I feel that's
something
true.
Like that.
It's interesting to see. Imagine if he would have took a different route with his politics. How much of the world he could have conquered, even through war, but in a way that, the Allies and shit would have been oh well, he's just a good politician and he's conquering the fucking
much like Manson, had he not channeled his ability to fucking
look at Alexander the Great. I would say. Honestly, to me personally, he's one of the most interesting historical figures because he conquered almost all of the known world at the time, from Greece all the way up to the Indy Mountains. He was in India and shit like that. He had conquered way out there beyond what anyone else had fucking mapped out, and it's amazing how he led such an empire. And people was he's
the shit, man.
Yeah.
he's the shit.
I got one Jim Jones, right?
There you go. That's another
People
one.
started following his belief.
Of course,
and
Jim
thinking,
Jones is a classic example.
Yeah.
Thinking
A
came
classic
back from
college,
God.
yeah.
And like he knew he was getting ready to get caught. That's why he decided that everybody's got to kill themselves, including me.
The
How do you like? You
The
know,
Church of
I think 4
Scientology
people
is-
made it out, or 5.
that
is a
Survival.
modern day cult, the Church of Scientology. Because,
Allegedly.
like, have you
Allegedly.
allegedly they're a cult. But the following that they have, the rules that they follow, like, even Mormonism is a very interesting, like, cultish following in a way.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, I'm using cultish in a way that people follow it.
I'm just
and like,
fucking
it's a
with
very
you.
strong lifestyle. They don't deviate for fear of outcast, etc., etc. Even the Amish, to a way, is very
I was going to
cultish.
say the Amish, yeah.
like
Because once you leave, you're basically out. You're an outcast.
what's that called? That they got like some time. Is it when they turn 18?
It's
or
when they
something?
turn 18.
Yeah.
Rothspringer or something like that.
Is it like a
Because
year?
Untied, I don't know what it is,
I-
but
Because
I've heard Rothspringer or something. I'm probably totally wrong, but yeah, like when do they got time? It's like they have to.
like 2
you got
weeks.
a choice, and if you get baptized, you can't go back to the modern world, like or you're shunned if you do.
it's an interesting lifestyle choice, to be honest with you. Like, to
I mean, but they're
disavow everything that we've done. Like the moon landings and shit. What do the Amish think about that?
I bet they don't even think it's real.
Well, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of things that people question is real anymore. but-
I've worked around a lot of them, and they seem like really good people.
Oh yeah,
But-
they're definitely good people. They're very community based.
Oh yeah, family oriented.
Yeah.
Very like really Christian.
very Christian.
Very old Christian.
But dude, I've heard of some of the parties they've had, like in Amish country.
Amish
Like-
parties,
like
dude.
This thing I was talking about when they turn 18 or whatever. Like, there's some hell of keggers, man.
Oh, man. That's what I want to go to. I want to go to an Amish
Oh my God,
party.
rolling up at this age to an Amish 18-year-old party. I don't think so.
What's going on, boys? Got some buds in the back.
Jebediah and fucking Ezekiel's going to be slamming
Oh,
fucking
they don't wear
40s and
Abigail over there fucking throwing
Good
down pints.
God.
Hell yeah.
They don't wear wedding rings when they get married. Men keep a beard to show their symbol they're married.
Ah.
That's the reason, but they don't. They shave the mustache. It's all about this. Yeah,
I see it, so the mustache don't get in the way when you give a little kiss.
yeah.
give you a kiss that
You know they're
forbidden
not allowed to
fruit.
have blinds either. You can't have shades and blinds in the house.
Why?
It's against the religion because anything you do in your home should be. You should be able to do in the eyes of the Lord.
Everyone should be able to see the forbidden fruit be
Yeah.
eaten.
You got little 13-year-old Jebediah over there just peeking through the window.
Yeah.
The Lord don't need to know when I bust a nut, to be honest with you.
Abigail's been out over the window.
That's
Oh.
between me and my spermies. That's nothing between me and the Lord. The Lord.
Jebediah, you've been stealing the Lord butter again. What'd I tell you about yanking your chain?
Oh, I'm sorry, Father. I don't know why he's Irish.
Sounds like, where am I, Skyrim?
I seen Isabel in the window with her bosoms.
You know what the problem is with Amish country? Everyone is obsessed with death.
I wonder if they just sitting over there like the like
What do
the
you want
boys
to
and stuff,
figure?
looking at the girls like churning butter, like yeah, look at that.
I don't want to imagine Amish cat collars.
I used to churn butter like you, but then I took an arrow to the
You can churn my butter any day.
Oh, goodness.
It ain't like they're gonna hear this. Sorry,
That's like, no, that's not nice.
That's not
we
nice.
love you.
I mean, I love, dude, they make, I swear to God, they make,
The best bread.
bread also. I was going
Oh,
to
dude,
say
their
desserts.
Anything pumpkin.
pumpkin roll
Yes.
is like...
Oh yeah,
amazing.
their rolls, yes. Oh man, they're Danish rolls, not Danish, whatever the fuck, Swiss rolls.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Rick rolls. That's
Any-
what I call Swiss
never
rolls.
gonna give you up. Never gonna back you down. Always gonna buy Amish bread. It's delightful.
Gonna take it in the toaster, gonna make it bright. I don't know.
Bright and warm. You're
Delicious.
nuking
Bright
your
and warm.
toast now.
Fuck yeah, dude! I
Comes out
fucking
What is this, a
Sweet.
Jimmy Dean commercial?
take a flamethrower to my toast or my bread.
Flamethrower.
That's how I get toast. I like to eat it. I like it like I like my women. with my dick in it.
Just some moist stuff. Oh my God, with your dick in it.
I'm kidding. I don't like any of that shit.
I don't know why, but I thought he was gonna be like I like you. I mean, I like it like I like my women. Nude.
Well, we'll get you a little.
Like that'd be fine for like everybody as a whole. Like
we'll
the
get you
entire
a
human
robot
race.
woman.
Huh?
We'll get you a robot woman.
I don't want a robot woman.
Well, why not? She'll love you. She's never going to do you wrong. She'll never cheat on you. She'll never leave you.
That's fine.
She'll never say a bad word about you.
I'll hook up with
Are we
Rosie
talking about
Jackson.
them dolls again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're adding AI to it. Like
they
they're
can
making them
communicate with
available
you.
to communicate. Yeah.
There's a warming system in most of them.
The warming system.
Like it, from what
Let's just pump them full of blood and pretend they're human.
Like if you accidentally cut them, they bleed.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Or maybe we do it like on the Alien movies, bless their soul, where they use white blood for the androids. Like it's a white substance, but it's a cooling substance to keep the internals of the robotic systems cool. We could do that. It wouldn't be that difficult.
What if you have to give them water?
Water.
Yeah,
Like
keep them cooled down or something. Like they actually run off water.
Oh yeah, like a radiator system.
And they actually piss and shit.
Yeah, when they need to flush their radiator, they actually like pee. But they don't ever defecate because there's nothing to defecate.
Well, we had the technology in some high schools. They would give you a baby to take home and like
it just screamed.
Education. Yeah,
it just screamed, and I think it had a gyroscope in it. To measure.
If you
like
shook the baby, they would know.
Braincake listeners out there, if there's anything you can take away from this episode you have heard tonight, today, this evening, this morning, this afternoon, this dawn, this dusk, whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter. If you have taken anything away from this, Charles Manson, Hitler, Hambone and Jer, if you were to take these four and their ideas for technology and a world, and if they used their powers for good, can you imagine what they would do? From telling these people, convincing them to go stab some Hollywood actress.
No, allegedly.
Allegedly, actually, well, according to the courts, is convicted, so it's fine. Again, also, Hitler, of course, what atrocities this man committed. If he could have directed his charisma and his, like as Jared said,
well, technically he did not
mind.
commit the atrocities firsthand. Again, it's another situation like Manson.
Right, but it was all orchestrated by these psychos. And also, these two want robots to shit and pee. And so, if they could imagine shit like that, imagine what they could do if they were productive for society. So, I'll leave that with you all. This has been quite a fun edition, I say.
It has been. Utopia.
You think this is worthy of the microwave? It may be a leftover.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
We'll see how it tastes. But
it's always delicious with you, my friends.
Oh, it's always
and with
a good
you,
time.
our listeners.
Yes, with you.
Of
Don't
course.
forget, we've got an Instagram, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Spread it around. We're
What's the tag, man?
We were-
What's the name?
It's just braincake.
It's just braincake dot.
Braincake dot.
Yeah, brain. Well,
Look us up.
like little period. There you go, little punctuation.
We got an email too. Give us an email.
I mean, well,
We haven't set that up yet, but we'll get in touch with you guys. But you can follow us on Anchor.
Hey.
Are we on iTunes yet?
Well, Apple Podcasts. I don't know if it's on iTunes, but it's on
It's
Spotify,
Apple Podcasts,
Apple
Spotify.
Podcasts, Anchor, Overcast, all sorts of fun little doohickeys. Also on YouTube.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, and also
Tell the friends of friends.
tell everybody. No, don't tell everybody. Fuck people. I don't want anything to do with them, assholes. Fuck them. Oh, God, burp. Oh, God, burp. Oh, God, burp.